What's up, dudes? It's Jeremy doing a short discussion video on The Force Awakens. Of course, there will be spoilers, so get prepared for that. Basically, I'll just start with the end and kind of backtrack, talk about the things that I liked, disliked, and the characters. I'll start with the end. First, I just want to say I thought it was a really incredibly awkward way to end the movie with like them two just standing there and like a full 2 minutes of that helicopter circling around scene. I thought it was really weird. I was okay with the ending other than that. That kind of took me out of it. Story-wise, like plot-wise, it was fine. To go back a little bit and talk about some of the characters, of course, I loved all the new characters. I actually really loved them. Poe, played by Oscar Isaac, fantastic. Finn was pretty good. The only thing that bugged me about him was that there were some moments where I felt like they just kind of... I don't think it was any fault of the actor, and I'm blanking on his name right now. But it seemed like they just kind of made him go over the top with some of his like screaming and yelling, and it was a little bit annoying to me. But really, like that's just nitpicking. It wasn't that big of a deal. Daisy Ridley was awesome. I had no clue what to expect with this movie, and these characters were like the driving force for sure. Because some of the old characters, like those things that I thought this movie was gonna bank on, it didn't come in until you're 30, almost 40 minutes into the movie. Once we got there, though, of course, Han was fantastic. Everybody loves Han Solo, and it was great to see him. And same with the Millennium Falcon. When we see that, first of all, great intro for the Millennium Falcon. I loved how they did that. And then once you actually see it, it was so cool. First, just the theater experience, because everybody's cheering. Everybody was like literally screaming in the movie theater watching that happen. And when the first flight with the Millennium Falcon, with the music and everything, it was just so incredible. Loved it. Chewie, felt so bad for Chewie. I loved seeing him, and I used to think that Chewie was annoying, but now I just shed a tear when I think about how Chewie's feeling. And then Kylo Ren. So the only thing I wish that, like the reveal when he took his mask off, it would have been just done a little differently. I don't think it needed to be like a big deal or anything like that. I just wish it was just like really nonchalant, and we didn't know what to expect with that, so I just wish that had been done a little differently. His character, though, I am absolutely fascinated with, and I just loved Kylo Ren. I loved at the end, the last fight, when his lightsaber is like kind of fizzly and it's unstable, like kind of representing him, the instability or whatever. And I thought that was just like a really fantastic way, because I don't think that you've ever seen that with any other characters before. But if there was a character that should have had it, it was definitely him. With Kylo Ren, I also loved the scene with a couple of stormtroopers that are about to walk in when he's throwing one of his fits, and they just turn around and nope out of there. I thought that was really, really funny. Really, I thought the movie did a great job at capturing some humor without overdoing it. And I really didn't know how that was going to go with Disney taking over, because like with Avengers 2, and I know it's not exactly fair to compare the two, but with Avengers 2, there were so many one-liners and so much stuff that was meant to be witty that it just like completely took me out of the movie. And I just thought that The Force Awakens did a great job at having some humor, breaking up some of those serious parts, but without overdoing it, and doing it in just like a really tasteful and actually funny way. Obviously, everyone loved the BB-8 thumbs up. Of course, it wasn't a perfect movie, though. I thought that it actually went a little fast. It was somewhat of a long movie, but it just felt like it was going at like neck-breaking speed for some of it. There were so many things that were just kind of like glossed over that I thought could have been explored a little more. Like when the Republic gets destroyed, that is like a 1 minute scene. And to me, I felt like the weight of that should have been way more than that. That's kind of like a huge deal. And they just kind of like, and then the Republic was destroyed. And I wasn't crazy about that. Of course, one of the huge complaints is that it's too much like A New Hope. And I think that that is a valid argument, but at the same time, like, does it really matter? Because I still enjoyed the movie. I think that it did a great job at establishing, first of all, bringing everything back after all this time. And I thought I did a great job at establishing a new storyline and something to build off of. I think that the next 2 movies are going to be, I think that we're just going to explore more of the things that we wanted to see, and that it's going to continue to get better and better. So that being said, what do I want to see from the next Star Wars? More Oscar Isaac, because I love that guy. More Kylo Ren. I guess, is it really fair for me to say more everything? Probably not. I just want to see a little bit of the things that I liked explored more, and maybe add a little more depth to some of the things that we enjoyed with this one. And I think that the story's set in motion, and there's no need to move as fast as this one did. Like, I really hope that things slow down a little bit, and we get to see a little bit more of Daisy Ridley. We get to see a little bit more of Finn. I still cannot think of that guy's name. It's killing me, because I love Attack the Block. And Kylo Ren. Like, I just want to see some exploration of those characters. And other than that, I hope they stick with this formula and just keep going, because I absolutely loved it. So let me know what you're thinking. Feel free to like, comment, of course, below, and subscribe. And we'll see you dudes in the next video. Thanks for watching, dudes.